Go teach.
All right, Islam. Peace and love to you all. I am Brother Sean Alim L, one of the 5 Firm, and I am here with my bro.
Namaste. Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here at Morocco at northwest of Mexham. How are you? I'd like to welcome you all to our Intuition Monday, Geminian full moon, right? Let's get it, broski doski. We about to give them that flash. Flash testimony.
Man, a flash indeed.
Giving them flash testimony.
All right, Brother Son will be starting us off. Screen share.
Islami Lams. Alrighty, so when I actually get to it, right? Hold on, let me see. That's very interesting. So I'll do it from right here where we're. Alrighty, guys. So I am starting out in the Gemini zone, right? For the Geminian full moon. What does that mean for me, right? Bro, it's interesting. Are you seeing a chart? Okay, there it goes. It's right there. Alrighty, so I zoom in just a bit, guys. Okay, so for the Gemini zone, alrighty, for the 7th December 2022, about 1800 hours, 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Papanu, right? What we're looking at here is actually happening within the 1st and 7th houses. Mercury is ruling the 1st house, of course. However, from the 7th, so looky, Astro cookie, alrighty. So Mercury has made its ingress into Capricorn, of course, 1 degree, 51 minutes. It's there already. So really, what you will be doing in this particular Gemini zone, of course, guys, you'll be making sure you're really relating your conversation appropriately, allowing yourself to really have a reinvesting and planting kind of energy. What you may be reinvesting in is the relationships, as well as planting the ideas necessary for yourself to be able to have an active subconscious mind, right? Your subconscious mind is actually on the rise along with the activity that you have not only in your head, but also probably in your lower regions also. For Luna is almost at a partile conjunction by 6 minutes apart to Mars here. While this is also occurring, the sun is there in the 7th house. So this is happening during sunset for the Gemini zone. So guys, really set your minds on having a very valuable communication. Make sure you're reflecting the activity that is necessary, beneficial for yourself and others. So you want to definitely make sure that you're communicating what is necessary. Mind reading may be something of a sort here. So really just allow yourselves to be psychically responsible. And with that, I yield the floor. Boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka. That's how we doing this on the fly. Shorty, I love when we use our different softwares, man. It just gives it a little flavor. So for Mommy Fiji, on the 8th December 2022, 1600 hours, 8 minutes, 10 seconds, we actually had this happening in the 2nd house for the Taurus zone, alrighty. So for the values and possession zone, alrighty. So what we actually can see here, again, we can see Gemini is ruling the 2nd house here. So we're really allowing ourselves to have the values from the relationship reflect our own self-value. So a lot of people may actually see that which they are dealing with, the conversations, even their interactions where they may have resources for themselves. A lot of people will be making sure that those resources that they have will be replenished also. However, it will be reflected that those resources and the schedules, so to speak, or the times that things have to be completed. I like to say lifelines instead of deadlines, right? So that you can further bring your livelihood to fruition. It will be very reflective in how active you are in your values and your self-esteem, actually. So make sure that you take pride in what it is that you do so that the values and how you relate to others are really prominent in your local community's mind so that they can find value and or give value by promoting that which you are reinvesting in. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to yield the floor for the Taurus zone. And finally, for well, at least the first three, Aries zone here. This is happening in the third house, guys. This is, Mercury actually is in the 10th though. So you may get some kind of communication from someone that you're working for and or working with. Those of you that are working with your father in particular or your mother, you may actually find a means to better uh, your comprehension and what it is that needs to be done. You may be making deliveries. Be very careful as you're traveling out there. Make sure you got enough rest, righty, the day before. So when you go to work, you're not, under some form of quote unquote sleeper trance, right? To allow yourself to maybe be a little negligent behind the wheel. So make sure that your brakes are well. You have the brake shoes and pads that are necessary, or you got your drums going on very well for those that have the drum braking system. And make sure that your travels are very mindful of others. So you may have to find yourself being very vigilant while you're traveling. And even though the travel will be local, you may have to find yourself thinking, so to speak, quote unquote, for others that may express a little negligence while traveling. And with that, I yield the floor for the Aries zone for Bipu, Japan. That was happening about 1308 minutes, 10 seconds. I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, my beloved brother, Sean Alim L. Islam.
Islam, right into it indeed. We got the Geminian full moon. This is a Pisces zone here, December 8th on a Thursday at Neo Chu Kang, Singapore. We have Luna in the 4th. We have the Sun, Sol in the 10th. So this is just some communicative homework here, possibly with Luna and Mars being conjunct. It's like a sense of maybe foundation or communication principles. With maybe one's mother or father. Souls in the 10th. Yeah, it's maybe learning some new philosophies here, or maybe learning something new about the Job or opportunity to expand upon one's Job, right? Mercury is there as well in the 10th. So yeah, it's all about expanding one's career, one's self-image, and one's self-worth and value with this here. And with that, I'll yield for the Pisces zone. So next up, we will head to the Aquarius zone, and we're at Multan, Pakistan. We have Moon in the 5th and Sol in the 11th, which is very interesting here that final dispositor for the Sun is opposites of the house that's in. So Capricorn on the rise there. So 5-11 axis is all about creativity and humanitarian or one's hopes and wishes. So yeah, this is opportunity to re-up upon one's fruits and labors, especially any creators here, teachers, as they would call, gurus, teachers. Yeah, this is really going to be maybe possibly opportunity or coming to you or letting go of any thoughts that are not worthy to your self-worth, or coming upon some new loving principles to assist you that you can either learn and communicate while in the private of your domus, or just writing and maybe coming across something there. All right, and with that, I will yield for the Aquarius zone. All right, let's see. So next up, we've got, here we go. We've got the Capricorn zone here, and we're at Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. All right, we've got Luna in the 6th, Sol in the 12th. So 6th house is some communicative service here. So possibly maybe working with someone from the Job or someone that you get service from, maybe pitching an opportunity. Look at that. We got Sagittarius on the rise, Jupiter ruling that from the 3rd, right? Sun's in the 12th. So yeah, this is kind of like cleaning out institutions here, possibly. Let's see. The 1st house is the body politic, so we will look at that as the people as well. It's very interesting. Luna and Mars there. So yeah, really just it's kind of like a clarity moment possibly for some. about just their drive and their actions and how they can improve their communications when it comes to this. Like, what how are you not nurturing yourself that is blocking you from being able to expand your vision when it comes to the institutions outside of you and the institutions within? Mars is retrograde. So yeah, restructuring one's actions so that one can be of better service. And with that, I will yield and throw that back to the bro.
Sloan.
And get
Okay,
you back
so
to Sagittarius zone.
Sagittarius zone. All righty. We're doing that flash delineation right now. It's actually kind of fun when we do it like this, bro. It really is. I really enjoy knocking it out like this, right? So with that being said, right, we're here at the Sagittarius zone. All right, y'all. This is happening December 8th, 2022. That's Thursday for Jadu Libya. All right. And we actually see Luna now is in the 7th house and Sol is in the 1st house. All right. So with this being said, now we're seeing a Scorpio ruled by Mars. All right. So Mars being conjunct the moon is going to be able to bring a little bit of a softer side and retrograde when it comes to relationships. So people may be apologetic when it comes to relationships, really pulling out what they really value. All righty, with Venus being an accidental dignity, all righty, in the 2nd house. However, Venus is really bringing forward a way to really possess some foreign concepts. People are really valuing that which they can learn. All righty, and with that, people are really taking the time to really reevaluate their relationships and really find what it is that actually brought them together. If you've been together with someone, you guys been a couple for quite some time, you really want to be kind of doing an evaluation, if not out loud. One in the relationship is going to really see that, you know what, they may not have been as attentive or as watchful, and there are some unvelations that they're having, not revelations. They're not revealing their sight. There's some sights that are being unveiled and having the insights, and now really shining a light on themselves and how they can really go behind the scenes and actively do what is needed in order to be able to go back and, I mean, I'm not sure if this is an apology type energy, but one will be very fortunate, so to speak, in making sure that they bring forth, showing that they value their relationship. And with that, I yield the floor for the Sagittarius zone. And now we're here at the Scorpio zone, December 8, 2022, for Iloa Saki Il, all right, which is Thursday, Jupiter day, 0500, 8 minutes and 10 seconds for Bruxelles, right? Or Brussels, some would say, Belgium, right? So with that being said, we are seeing that Luna's in the 8th house now, right? You guys don't want to ask for any raises around this time, right? While Luna is in the 8th house. However, what you could do is really find that silver lining, so to speak, when it comes to how you're valuing a relationship. Some people will find a fated interaction that's really necessary, probably from early childhood. Alrighty, people will probably realize that there is some very active means to, and it's funny, I got an apology energy again. You may come across a high school bully, those of you that are near Brussels, Belgium. Right. They come across someone who finds that, hey, I was really a jerk back in high school. I just wanted to really apologize. You guys might go out and eat a lunch or something, right? Because now it's a time to really communicate those things that are very beautiful in spotlighting when it really comes to showing how people really not just value themselves or someone else, particularly just human life and the experience to be peaceful on Earth. So really allow yourself, guys, and still with Mars ruling the ascendant, Venus ruling the descendant, both having accidental dignity, Venus in the 2nd, Mars in the 8th. However, there's a conjunction between Luna and Vertex and Mars, just like there's a conjunction with Mercury and Venus. So we're going to really allow ourselves to find a means to really service the relationship by really communicating the values. And maybe, just maybe, this one particular apology may not bring about a new friendship, However, it will bring some closure, and some people can now reevaluate themselves and augment their self-esteem. And with that, I yield the floor. And finally, this should be the Libra zone. We in the Libra
zone.
Hey, so this
got the full moon in Sagittarius.
And it's interesting too. It's happening at 0100 8 minutes and 10 seconds. 108 is the alchemical number actually for the moons. Happening in the ninth house, still conjunct at Mars. It's retrograde there. Interestingly, right? Mercury is ruling not only the ascendant, but the ninth and 10th house. Also very, very interesting, right? So with that being said, we're seeing that Jupiter is ruling the descendant and the third and fourth houses. So guys, you may find yourselves actually communicating some things with your partner or someone that you are being able to relate to. When it comes to contracts and things of that nature, guys, you may have an idea of dealing with renovations, and you may find that there is some foreign matter that could be preventing people maybe looking for zoning permits or things of that nature that will allow them to be able to build where they would like to build or how they would like to build. For those people that are slaves to federal agency, or those that actually have a contract and obligation and a sworn oath to federal agency, here you're looking at some publishing of some sort in some local communication, however, but it's dependent upon some type of so-called state secretary or Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And there's going to be some going back and really looking at, it's going to be very corrective almost, actually. So people may be doing corrective energies pertaining to things that they've published, especially those that may have published something within General Assemblies that have been actually harmful to the people in the long run, and people have gone back now and they're recalling these things and spotlighting how the local people in the local community, and it's also showing that there may be some things written and or not written, so there may be some rewrites to how assumed public officials, quote unquote, however, the mercenaries that are under the military of some executive chief, all right, there will be some quote unquote retraining to the point where I got a feeling there may be some people laid off, actually. That may be the reinvesting thing, considering the 21st and 7th lunar mansions is where this is occurring. Sun is in the 21st lunar mansion, Luna is in the 7th lunar mansion. And it seems like reinvested energy is kind of a theme here. That's why you hear I am Brother Sean talking about reinvesting and re-up. However, that could also mean that new management may be taking place. So when it comes to quote unquote employment, it might not be so great for those people out there under the hypnosis of federal agency or under contracts and oaths, so to speak, working within a foreign trade zone on so-called federal land, quote unquote. They may find themselves laid off or furloughed, respectively. All righty. So with that being said, I'm going to yield the floor for the Libra zone happening near Port Louis. All righty, for 8th December 2022. And I yield to my beloved brother, whom I'm well pleased, Brother Sean. Email.
I wonder who would even witness it. I guess the bird be the witnesses. The birds out here filling the testimonies. Yep. Birds out here filling the testimonies.
It's love, man. It's love.
Oh, man. So yeah, we at West Caicos Island, Turks and Caicos. This is on the Mercury Day, a Wednesday. December 7th, it's 2300 hours, 8 minutes, 11:08 post meridian. We have Luna in the 10th. We have Sol in the 4th. So for this area, right? West Caicos Island, Virgo risings. Luna's in the 10th house. So yeah, one could be receiving some assistance or maybe even some clarity from one's mother, right? Or just a motherly figure in the home. It's pertaining to your actions and goals, right? So being able to have some nurturing when it comes to the reassessment, but when it comes to the home, pertaining to one's father, or even maybe from the mother, whichever, fits for you. This is being able to have this heart to heart, very nurturing, very cancer conversation when it just comes to the beliefs and philosophies. Venus and Mercury in the fourth there as well. So yeah, this is like inspirational energy here with this Geminian full moon. Yeah, it's really an opportunity. And let's see, yeah, Mercury's in Capricorn. Yeah, so this is able to speak on one's status, stand upon one's status, or become aware to one's status. And there could be some fatal relations when it comes to finding connections within yourself. So maybe realizing that one, can connect with their angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, right? And that could come from their partner showing them, or just being clear of the projections one has done. So now you're able to see what you have been working on. So you could even look back to when we went in on the Sagittarian full moon, when the sun was in Gemini. So really look upon that so that now one can see the details. And now the details assist you in doing what one needs to do for the bigger picture. So, having clarity for the long term and the present. And with that, I will yield for the Virgo zone. And now I'll move on back to where you at, Leo? For the Leo zone.
Leo?
Where you at? Where you at? We in Pocatello, Idaho. Leo on the rise at 11:01. We got the sun in the 11th and the sun in the 5th.
It's long.
This is that energy to buy you some books and get lit. Yeah, get lit off the literature.
Get lit
right?
off the
this
literature.
Is coming along and stay with me, my friends. Look at Luna in the 11th. So yeah, mothers, get together and study. Right, Mars there. So this is really reassessing one's drive. Leo's on the rise, so there could be some heartfelt conversations here that now takes away the emotional anxiety one could occur to just ask some questions, have some talks. Sun in the 5th, sun, accidental dignity there. So yeah, this is about we could possibly even be receiving some messages or reaching out to some old high school friends, or possibly from some university friends if one had went to college, right? I'm hearing for some friends. Venus, look at Venus vertex, Venus conjunct vertex. So if anybody comes across this video on the Leo zone, if someone shoots that shot, or you meet someone, on a romantic level, or you could be meeting someone on a creative level. Right?
Hold on, forgive me. I just paused this joint. Yeah, I
I'm about to say hootie
going
hoo.
to check the chat there, but no, it's not a hootie hoo situation. That was the projector, because I got the sound connected to the projector. I was just checking, man. But go ahead. I was
say, is that a hootie hoo? And I didn't even take advantage of that. I miss out on that. 11 degrees, interesting. So yeah, someone could be meeting a partner that brings them like a new sense of like love and joy. Because a lot of us probably haven't really experienced like true love before, not like the love that you see on the internet, right? Vertex, or meeting someone that you can create with, right? Having an opportunity to really show your knowledge and wisdom and put that to an action on creative level, or just find a new sense of expression. Yeah, so finding out your own status, because Mercury's at a point between the galactic center and sight, so becoming clear. Already clear.
Clear.
Mercury, Uranus and North Node in the 10th. So yeah, this is a breakthrough for the career. We have been saying, we know that Bo is pulling back, and I feel like after this moon that Bo shall be released. So just looking for new opportunities, foreign, all right? And just really getting heartfelt. So being able to shine your heart and, doing things from the heart, operating from love. And with that, I will yield for Pocatello, Idaho.
Who the hoe? Let me stop. I'm kidding.
Idaho? Idaho, not Mike Jones.
Yo, I'm kidding.
Where you at, Cancer? All right. And finally, we're now at Wahiawa, Hawaii. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. That sounded good.
Sounded good.
If anybody from Hawaii, come across this and I did say it wrong, send something lovingly,
Yeah, they will probably say Hawaii. But,
Hawaii.
Yeah, no, instead of Hawaii, they'll say Hawaii. But that's what I've heard. Yeah, I know, right? But I think you did great.
Indeed, say it in the chat, let us, what do you know, where you like to delineate for you, flourish you next,
Exactly.
The next Intuition Monday. And all right, so we've got Luna and Mars in the 12th, Sun in the 6th. So yeah, I'm getting like for this area, Gemini risings, you could take this as well. All right. Really sit. I think if you got the opportunity to be by yourself and either like meditate or try some yoga or yeah, even maybe sitting like in nature if it's not, too cold, catch a walk. I'm receiving some inspiration from just getting away, kind of like closing oneself out. Hashtag the hermit, for the hermit card, right? Finding some hermit mode energy so that now you can reflect on things within yourself, where you can realize where, you might have went wrong or where others might have went wrong and where you can fix one's actions, right? No words, Brother Jack, so that now you can be able to truthfully and wholeheartedly give that fiery testimony energy when it comes to the sun being a Sagittarius. So now you're able to let go of what's not for you. So now you can reinvest or put more into yourself so that now you'll be able to give more to others. And Saturn at 20 degrees, 20 minutes. So yeah, this is possibly like maybe seeing things back in 2020, something like a change from 2020. So for anybody that resonates with, go check your things for 2020, seeing the change or the growth. So now that you're able to really communicate with this. So Mercury's and 7 and Capricorn. So yeah, this is like laying the foundation for one's partnership. And Jupiter is also assisting with this full moon as well. And Pisces, so being able to put love and status into the partnership, but realizing that it starts with self first, right? So now you're able to do that work within yourself. So now when it shows up on the outer, it won't look foreign to you. So laying that foundation down. Venus still in Sagittarius too, yeah. So being able to just be joyful about one's experiences, one's partnerships, one's friendships, one's relationships. Whether you, like I said, you partner together, but the first and foremost is a relationship with yourself. And getting clear about what you want for the long term and what's hindering you and what's assisting you. So yeah, being able to find some physical value to the soul, occult, mystery things about yourself in the service. And with that, I will yield. All right, so I'm gonna stop that screen share there.
Stop that screen share. I'm sitting here still posting and sharing. I'm ready to go ham on the postcard, but I think I actually got everything done in our YouTube description, so we're good on that right there. Oh, you know what? Go ahead, bro. I yield the floor to you, though.
Do you got it? Oh, I got it. Oh, I am the host now. I am the captain of the ship.
You already?
Show the birds. Birds say, yeah, them testimonies is fly. Those flash testimonies.
I know, right? Flash testimonies.
All right. I'm actually kind of curious to see it.
There, bro.
So oh yeah, you're over there. But thank you everyone who's able to get in the live chat, who will come across this, who would share it, like, share, and subscribe. You have to love 7HealStar in secret. You can love us within your heart and then outwardly express that love from your heart. So like, so subscribe, share. It's okay. And share everything else. What's when like, oh wow, that's 7HealStar, yo. I have to sit that.
Yeah, share it. Don't try to limit
get us
people
out there.
don't try to limit people like, oh, I don't think they're ready for that because y'all is so adept in what y'all look, man. You can't determine other people's self-determination. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Share the love, man. That's what we do. We do it for the love. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Show the love. So thank you all. We'll be back for Wednesday for the 7-day, I like that, Astro Weather Report. Oh, I guess because I got it sideways. It got me seeing it sideways. All right, so so back Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, jurisprudence gym, Friday, impromptu improv, Sunday, AstroCivics. Ooh, make sure you check out yesterday's AstroCivics. I know I got to go back through, but I was kind of sad leaving. Like, man, this is great.
Diesel's knocking at the door.
Or I can do this full time with my bros.
Diesel scratching at the door. I had to open the door for Diesel. He's scratching at the door. He's got to go yard. Yeah, he's got to go yard.
Fine, but gratitude to you all, bro. I will, I'll rap to you later on, bro. Peace and love to you all. 7HealStar, we are out.
Namaste, namaste, namaste.
Peace and love.
Islam, Islam. Peace.